What's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to go and try and bench a max today, see if I can get above 130. Last couple days I was just trying out a technique, just practicing it, doing some light weights. Also a little update, my knee feeling a little better. Was able to squat yesterday without any pain up to 90 kilos. So I'm going to try again today and see where my knee's at. But anyway, let's go to the gym and see how much I can bench. Alright, so back home now. It's been a few hours since the workout, so I'm gonna go over how the workout went. So I went in, had my energy drinks, had 2 energy drinks actually. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because of the presidential debate, and I don't, in hindsight I don't think it was really worth staying up for that, but that's life. But anyway, so I start off with bench, obviously, because I'm going to try and max out bench. I start off with the bar, move up the weights. I notice it's a little heavier than usual, but still feeling good. And yeah, so since it was feeling a little heavier, I decided I'd get a second energy drink, get myself pumped up. And then I build up to about 100 kilos. Things were feeling a little tough. Instead of my gym right now has kind of 3 different bars. They have the women's 15 kilo bars. They have one Olympic bar, which is a 28 millimeter diameter, and then they have some regular, I don't know what kind of bar they are, just some bars that are about 30 or so millimeters thick. And so the last time I did max bench, which was 130 kilos, I used the thicker bar. And so today I was using the thinner bar, and I think that was slightly messing things up, but usually having a thinner bar makes you bench more because you can grip the bar harder. But anyway, so I was still pushing through, and 100 kilos felt, a little tough, so I did a few reps of that. And then I moved up to 110 and then 120, and I filmed my 120. It felt relatively heavy. It felt kind of tough, but looking back on the film, it moved pretty quickly, so I felt confident. And then I got one of the personal trainers in the gym to spot me for the next lift. And I decided, since he had a client coming relatively soon, so I said instead of trying to do 130, I just jumped to 135. And I thought that would be my PR.
3, 2, 2, let's go. Let's go. That's it. You push what? Maybe.
I had it.
Hey.
As soon as I slowed down, you can get your hands on it.
Sorry.
But as you saw, he kind of messed up the spotting a little bit. He jumped on the bar a little too quickly. Obviously, he didn't want the bar to fall on my chest, even though it was still going up. But anyway, so I go back and reset, try and do 135 again.
I got it!
The spotting messed up again, but I felt like I got the rep because I basically paused halfway up there and brought the bar back down and then pushed it back up. But I felt, since I was able to do that so comfortably, that I could move up again, so I went for 140.
I fucking had it! I thought you said help.
No, I said I got it.
Okay.
And again, I'm starting to struggle halfway through, and then he grabs the bar again. So I can't say the spotting was fantastic, but you work with what you got. Just made sure he had a mask on, so it was pretty safe. And So I was, like, okay, well, like, I gotta try 140 again.
Yes!
And again, I'm starting to struggle about halfway up. He comes in to try and save me, and I was, like, no, I got it, and I did have it, but it sort of messed up the rep a little bit, and but I feel like, I got the rep for sure, and I feel like I'll be able to do more relatively soon if I want to, but I'm thinking of pulling back just since I've had such a big increase in bench, and I'm very happy with that big increase, so I'll pull back a bit, start building back up start trying to build up how many reps I can do on like 100 kilos, stuff like that, build up some more work capacity before I try and go back into a strength phase. And also I have to see how competitions are lining up. It's still a big mess. The pandemic is still happening, even though a lot of people are pretending it's not happening, and there's not a whole lot of opportunities to train, so I have to train judo, that is, so it's kind of hard to do a competition without having done any judo. I mean, I've done that before, sort of. I think, I won senior nationals with 4 weeks of uchikomi, but, trying to do a Grand Prix with no judo it's bold to say the least. I don't think it would turn out great, but we'll see how the, how life progresses. Still a few months away, and we still have to see if the next Grand Prix actually does happen. That would be impressive if it does. And I want to get feedback from the athletes who actually go and see what it's like for them and how they thought the experience was with all the new restrictions. But that's sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent, but yeah, so bench, very good. In other good news, my knee was actually feeling decent. So like I said, I was able to squat 90 kilos yesterday, and so today I actually built up to about 105 kilos just for a couple reps. Form's still a little bit here and there, but I feel like a lot more even now. I'm focusing on being even and having even leg drive. Even. That's a lot of evens. But you gotta be level, gotta make sure things are even when you're doing squats. Otherwise, one knee gets overworked and starts hurting, and you start questioning life. But yeah, so squats, that's pretty nice. So I'm hoping try and do a little bit of a heavier squat tomorrow, maybe Friday, and keep the volume very low. Just try and figure out the load right, and see if I can actually go and try and max out squats, at least for low bar. High bar maxing, I don't think that's going to be the best idea right now, since that's where I think my knee kind of got thrown off, because jumping out of the whole of the squat, so when you get to full depth in high bar and then I push out, that's one of the times where I really lean to one side if I struggle. And so I think I'll stick to low bar because I don't get as low despite the name, and so I think it's a little safer and more controlled for my knees, at least for now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, very happy with my pressing. It's been a big increase from my previous max that used to be like 125 kilos, and now so I've managed to improve my bench by a good 15 kilos, like 33 pounds in the space of a couple months now. And so it's nice to be feeling that I am stronger than I've ever been in my life, and which makes sense, that's how things work, but it's nice to actually do it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. And yeah.